Hello and welcome back to Season 2 of Turf Battles. Today I just want to show you around the game real quick, show you kind of how to play, and get you started. That way you're not kind of floundering at the beginning of the season. Let's get into it. So the first thing, I like to pick Red Mage, and as far as I'm aware, there's no buffs for being a female. That's just how I like to play my characters. So when the season comes out, you're going to click this here season button. It doesn't work currently, but once the season comes out, it will. And so I want to be a red mage. I'm going to click female, human. Man, it's been years since I've done this video. So as soon as we start, we can right click to move the camera. But if you notice, we can right click the butterflies and that casts our spells. So since we don't want our spells being cast while we're spinning the camera, let's go to options, control, camera rotation, and I like to use the mouse wheel. Now mouse button 3 or the middle mouse button, click mouse wheel, whatever you want to call it, we'll control it. That way we can independently fire. And there's even a thing where if you hover over the monster, you can keep your cursor as the weapon, and then you can cast while you're running away, while you're looking in a different direction, all of that. So very first thing I think we need to do is we'll go speak to Yuba. Yuba? What? They're not forcing me to do a quest on him. So first thing, let's speak to Journey. I'm just gonna spam through these quests. So if we push T, we can see our current quest journal. This guy told me to find Sim. I don't actually know where this is, so if we push M and then type Sim, search, we can see this green dot here. And there's Sim. So this is a brand new quest line as far as I can tell. We don't want to get annihilated by those, so let's try to keep moving. We can jump, right click, and kind of kite these. So I guess Sim wants me to kill 5 soldier bees we can see on the right hand side over here. So I'll just right click them to spam my attack at him. Level up. This is the only place you can get those cross gems in the game, so I just like picking them up. They're not valuable. You can get these from the Care Bear Island later. We're not going to be talking about that in this game, in this episode. But I do want to go ahead and show you how to cut your attack. So as you can see, when we right click, we stop moving, and then we have to wait. Go ahead and loot everything at the beginning here, but do know that the gear is pretty much garbage. We'll just throw that on the ground. So let's talk about cutting. Cut your animation, cut your skill. So here when we right click, we can't move for like the whole second that we're animating this. And it works. But if you right click and left click, then we can immediately start moving. And so I wonder if I can put this up next to itself. Let's see here. So this is just regular attacking, and this, as soon as your as soon as your attack leaves your staff, right click, left click, right click, left click, right click, left click. And hopefully I can put those up next to each other to show you the comparison there. But pretty much all we're doing here is we're just killing the purple main monsters. And if we follow the quests, we'll get some rewards for that, so that's quite good. Easily take him down. So we can loot everything, but this is pretty much garbage. I'm gonna throw those on the floor. Okay, so we'll continue doing the quests. And they want 5 mantis now. Let's look here. You can click the soft potion and put it in like 1 and 4. Or maybe 1 and 2, and then, but I like this on like 1, 4, 3. Yeah. And then we can spam these. They don't have any cooldown on them. Alright, I'm gonna slaughter these mantis. Continue the quest. And we'll just talk to this next guy. He owns 5 bandits. So now I should have done this already, but if we push K, we can see our skills. And then for burning arrows, we can see that its skill level is 0 and it requires 250 red. And it also requires 30 fire arrow or 40 fire breath. So we'll do a little bit more of fire arrow and then we can get the burning arrows. But fire breath is really good, so we might go after that. Either way, what we do want to do is on this red mage, we're going to just pump everything into red. Red gives attack damage, so when I push OK, you can see my magic attack power go from 121 to 325. We also get mana for that, and now we can use these new skills. So I'll go ahead and put fire breath on 5 and fire arrow on 2, and we'll kill the bandits until we unlock our next skill,
which is 3. So if we do it properly, we should be able to cut. There we go.
This is actually quite a good spot to be learning this, because it's almost like 3 in a row is perfect for this learning curve here. Alright. Speak to this guy again. I guess he's got a store. And we have items, but we don't want to spend vitality yet, so I'm just gonna sell these. And then this is what we're wearing, but it's actually got +2/+2. See, this one doesn't, and this one does. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell this. And boop. Now we should be dealing a lot more damage. And we need 250 red for that. 5 more levels.
This guy have another quest. So we'll just keep running down this path here.
Actually, you know, I feel a little lost. Let's push T, and we can see no current quests are available. But if we push U, we can see that all of these are what we're working on, or are what's available to us. So at level 12, we could have done Mad Dogging, and that's at the entrance. But at the moment, it wants us to speak to Anna. So we'll push M and type Anna. And she's quite a ways ahead of us. There she is. Alright. So we'll just keep cutting on the Metal Keeper. And he's at 3 as well. And it looks like we might be over leveling. So we can talk to this guy here. He wants 5 piranhas while we're at it. Throw this garbage on the ground. Ooh. How did I get this donor experience scroll? For questing, I got a donor item? I mean, the experience scroll is nice. Alright, there's a lot of things here, so I think we're gonna learn how to do a mob kite. So I'm just going to go ahead and gather up a bunch of these. And you pretty much only want to gather the melees. So then once they're gathered, we're going to push 5. And this big mob, I can jump, right click, and then click behind me. Jump, right click, click behind me. And we're AoEing at like level 5 or something. We're actually level 20, but... Alright. That was a fun one to learn. So 5 poison crabs. Let's go ahead and add red. We're just gonna go straight for 700 red. Before we even worry about gear or any of that. Now we have the burning arrows. We're gonna use these. They aren't homing. We're gonna use these so that we can level them up. Go ahead and gather a group of these again. We only need 5, but we get experience for this, and then the more experience we have, the higher red points we could have, and then the more damage we deal, and the easier this is.
20 minutes later.
Alright, so these are archers, so I'm gonna cut because I want it to travel. And then once it lands, I can do 2. Oh, I died. That's scary. I did get some new armor. Maybe for the sake of progress, we should put armor on. So let's go 96 vitality. So apparently these are going to be a little hard, so we'll just control right click on them, and your character will start auto casting.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And we'll go to War Memorial. And if you look up, there's ghost witches. Also, you have to run past these. Oh, that might be hard. This is when we'll need new potions. Grab some bitter potions. If you want to, you can keep your old potions, but we don't need to do that. Alright, now we're back to War Memorial. And if we look up, we see ghost witches. I guess we got killed with the same spell we're using. This is actually at the rest arena. This is the perfect place to look at stamina, because here on this rest platform, you have infinite stamina. Now that we're done with the mages, or the archers, and the infinite stamina, let's look at how do we manage stamina. So I'm going to go ahead and run around here and gather up a bunch of lizard men. As you can see, my stamina is going kind of quickly. So what I need to do is, after I gather a monster, I can put my staff on my back, and that makes me run faster. And then I can push B to look behind me, and I can stop moving and regen some stamina. Just don't get wrecked by all the dudes showing up all at once. So yeah, that's pretty much how you play turf battles, at least on a red mage. Blue mages are pretty similar, but anyway, if you like this, get the thumbs up. Let me get 10 likes and I'll do one of your comments as a video. Maybe it'll be comboing. Who knows? Good luck. See you this season. Peace.